So a number of months ago, we rescued this airplane right behind us. Well, we kind of rescued it, but it needs a lot of work. So today we're here in the hangar and we're gonna get this thing done. We're gonna get it from flooded to flying, and we're gonna see how much money and how much work it's gonna take us to get us to do that. But to do that, I brought some help. So we got Bob and Joe as Team Bob and Joe, and we got Greg, the wet rag, looking over the service bulletins. We have a plan put together, and we got Nick over here. He's going to be giving us a hand. We got to get wings on it. We got to get it cleaned up. We got to get the engine checked out. There's a ton of inspections we got to do. Welcome back to Rebuild Rescue. Let's get at it. Before we get this thing all put together, we got to get it cleaned up because Bob over there said he can't work on a dirty airplane. So we're going to get this over there. We're going to get it all cleaned up and hopefully get this thing flying. All right, so the reality is this RV6, it's been through a literal hurricane. It's got dirt in places that we didn't even discover yet. And to make sure that we repair it right, we need to make sure it's clean. So we're going to get to scrubbing.
Trying to get it good and clean.
Some degreaser, some soap, and a couple of hours, and this sucker is going to look good as new. If you guys remember from the last video when we got this started for the first time, we were figuring it's going to take about a week to get this thing done. Judging on how much dirt and grime is in this airplane, I think it might be more like 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, maybe months. But we're grinding, we're gonna get this thing done, and it is gonna fly again. It's only been about a year since Hurricane Helene hit, and that's where this RV6 was pretty much floating in a hangar for some time. If you guys remember, we ran rescue operations, and we probably were flying right over top of this thing at one point. As we get this cleaned up, it's looking better and better. I think we might actually have a really good airplane under this dirt and grime.
You want to give this a little spray down?
No. No, we're going to skip on that one. Lucky for us that the RV6 doesn't have that many electronics in it. Like, don't go doing this to your airplane. We're professionals.
Try not to do this in your King Air.
Oh, well, Nick. Nick is a professional. I told you guys, Bob can't stand working on a dirty airplane. So most everything came out pretty clean, but if you can look down in these areas, you can still see some dirt. But what that actually is it's grease kind of stuck to dirt and oil from the different times it just got oily. So the only way we're really going to be able to clean that out is to get some solvent in there. We'll wipe it out, but first we got to let everything dry. We are going to pull this whole tail section apart so we can get back in the tail. We're going to pull these floor panels up. We're going to take this apart. Pretty much everything that we can take apart, we're going to take apart because we have to inspect it. And we also want to make sure it's clean, there's no mud in there, and give this airplane a whole new clean start.
How's it look back there?
Dirty. Getting this access panel open, you can see that it looks almost like river mud kind of stuff in it. So we'll get it cleaned out. And once again, I'm somehow stuck in the tail of an airplane. Cleaning this thing out, getting the dirt out of it, and also check in all of these cables, make sure we don't have any corrosion. And to my surprise, it's actually looking pretty good. So we got the whole tail cleaned out. I mean, there was a really thin layer of just grime in there. It's all cleaned up. Hopefully that's the last time I have to go in the tail, but I have a feeling I'm going to be in there a couple times yet. So everything really looks good. While I was back there, I got a chance to inspect it all. There's no corrosion anywhere. So number one thing, I haven't found any corrosion anywhere in the airplane at all. And honestly, you know, that's the biggest worry, because an airplane that was somewhat waterlogged, we really don't know what level it was. I've heard it was pretty darn high, and the water marks show it was pretty darn high. But if this is a testament to an RV6 being close to a submarine, I do believe that. So, because everything looks really good. Dirt's cleaned up. I think we're almost at a place where we can start putting it back together. So look, guys, we all want to be at the top of our game no matter what we're doing, and we want to perform the best that we can. That's where today's sponsor, Sparks, comes in. Sparks is a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want a secret weapon. And the best part about Sparks is that once they dissolve, they work in 15 minutes on average. The dissolving treatment under your tongue goes directly into your bloodstream and gets right to work. Dissolvables hit the bloodstream faster than those old school pills. So now when the mood is right, you'll be ready. No more waiting for pills to kick in. Sparks stays active in the system for up to 36 hours. No, that doesn't mean that you stay, the whole time, but when you need it, your body can respond and you can go back to back, round for round, and even be ready the morning after. One of the best parts about is it connects guys with a medical provider 100% online. So you don't have to waste your time in a waiting room. If approved, your treatment ships directly to your front door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Sparks on a reoccurring plan. So connect with a provider at ro.co/rebuildrescue to find out if prescription Sparks is right for you. Again, go to the link below or in the description for $15 off your first order. And while you guys do that, I'm gonna get back to work.
Did you see any cause for concern with the inspections? Any cracking? Any no-nos? No worries?
So everything's looking good.
Yeah. So far, I didn't go through that whole list. All the ones that are done are on the bottom, so just keep going with them until we get to the bottom.
Okay. All right, so while I'm up here digging into this instrument panel, which I thought wasn't going to take as long, Bob's going to go ahead and pull the wheels and tires off with Nick over here so we can finally pull out the landing gear and do all the stuff we got to do here, because if you look at our list, we got a ton of stuff that I almost forgot. We finally named the RV6. It is not the RV6 anymore. This is Ursula. Since she liked to take a little bit of a swim in the ocean, well, it wasn't really the ocean, it was fresh water. But anyway, she's purple, and Ursula it is. So right now, we're taking Ursula's instruments out because we got to make sure that they work good, so when Bob's doing barrel rolls down the runway, intentional barrel rolls. And this is the list we were talking about when I was over in the airplane. So far, we have the wheels and tires are off. So that's done. Next, we got to pull the struts out, and I think Joe and Nick are going to go start working on some of this engine stuff, and we're going to get this thing done, hopefully.
We got the wheels and tires off, and they're a little grimy.
I've seen better
Bearings are a little
bearings.
dirty. They don't feel hateful. So Nick's going to go ahead and get all these disassembled, put these in the parts washer, get them all cleaned up, and then we'll go ahead and re-grease them and then get her all back together. But we also have some new tires coming, so we might wait for the grease and reassemble for now. So, but we're going to go ahead and get them all cleaned up and inspected. While everybody else has their jobs, I'm going to pull some plugs, check them, clean them. Up top, it's really weird to me to see automotive style plugs
Right.
on an airplane. So
I wasn't expecting that noise when you popped it
yeah,
off.
yeah, when you get the but the lower side is standard, so it has a normal mag. So I gotta get my
Interesting.
wrenches and do things down there.
Wrench stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you guys come over and hold either side of the airplane? I'm gonna rooch this gear leg out of there. Hopefully pull it out of its slot or whatever, receiver, whatever you want to call it, and make sure the airplane doesn't land on my head. Thank you. Okay. That's all. That is all.
Ain't moving, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Up on your side there. Oh, there we go. Got it.
So we actually decided off camera that we were gonna scrap it, so we're just taking it all apart. If you need some RV6 parts, here you go. We got some good ones. They're freshly cleaned.
Never been through any kind of hurricane. Don't ask.
All right, so we got one gear leg removed. This is literally what connects the gear to the airplane. It also gives the spar a whole bunch of strength, really important. We're gonna take a look at this, inspect it, make sure there's no cracks, make sure nothing's bent. As long as it's not, I'm gonna help Bob get his out because he's slow today. And then,
Not too bad. A little greasy, a little dirty. Not too bad though.
Yeah.
so it may look like this is pretty precarious, kind of like the whole airplane is rocking back and forth. And,
Because it is.
and teeter. Oh, it's because it is?
It's pretty stable on these.
So in reality, the airplane has dihedral built into the bottom of the airframe that matches the linear coefficient of the wing. What? So when you're coming into land, you can go slower by at least 0.5 knots. I mean, Bob told me a little while ago that's what it was. I think at one time, some of the brake fluid must have leaked inside here, and then it got dirty with the flood, and now we have like dirt fluid
Goo.
Goo. Yeah, dirt fluid goo. I think that's perfect name for this, dirt fluid goo. And the last thing I'm doing is putting an airplane together with dirt fluid goo on it.
All the dirt fluid goo has to go.
So you would think that rescuing airplanes would be glorious.
This is the glory.
This is the glory. I'm cleaning with basically a toothbrush.
Hey, I think you missed a spot over there.
Here's a spot right there. How many spots did I miss? All of them.
How'd they end up looking?
Not too hateful. Lower plugs, a little wet, a little sooty.
Might-
Smells like some fuel.
Might still kind of be from us oiling out the cylinders and stuff
Yeah.
before.
Upper, almost like a motorcycle plug almost.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I'm just gonna wire them, clean them a little bit, and should be just fine.
Nice.
What do you clean a spark plug with?
Huh?
Is that my dish towel, Joe?
Sure is.
Don't look over here.
Don't tell your wife. So I do not have an oil filter, so I can't do that today. But clean plugs, I'm gonna put a check with that. So now we'll move on to the next one. I think the easier one will be the air filter. See how that looks, and I might have to order one. So I'm gonna check
Yeah,
that.
I'd venture to guess that it's probably not too pretty.
Yeah. Maybe I don't gotta take that away. Actually, it don't look hateful.
It's better, a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, the fact that it's not like super caked up in there is pretty shocking. But yeah, I mean, look, that's arguably pretty clean.
Yeah. Well, a little bit of goo out, but
Looking a lot better.
it's not bad for being underwater.
Yeah.
Take a look at the floor inside of there.
It's like, I want to say night and day, but it's a massive change from what it was.
Huge change. So all the silt, all the dirt and grime, and I mean, it's like a couple hours of scrubbing in there, but it's all done. That is clean as it's going to get right now. I do see myself going back in there with like some smaller toothbrushes yet, with some other cleaners at some point, but I think for now it's good enough that we can keep going. We're really close to getting these wings put on, and I'm getting more and more excited with every step that we take. Let's get a little bit of air in here and see what happens. That's water. I mean, it smells gassy, but it bubbles like it's water. So I think problem 2334, it still had water in the fuel lines down there in the bottom of the fuselage. That's like the lowest part. And as I was pulling this apart, I found this here. And the only thing that I know that's going to cause a crack in a fuel line is moisture that freezes. So unfortunately, this line was full of water and froze and cracked. We're gonna have to inspect the whole fuel system front to back, replace the fuel pump, pull the fuel valve out, have that inspected, and replace most, if not all of these lines, and we'll pressure test the whole system piece by piece by piece. So definitely not something we planned for, and it's gonna take us a ton more time. There's just so much work to do that you normally wouldn't have to do because you don't know what infiltrated what. But we have to be safe, we have to check all that stuff out, so we're going to have to start from one end of the fuel system and go all the way through it, make some new lines. We're going to put a new fuel pump on, and it just so happens that you can't get that fuel pump anymore. So we need to get a similar fuel pump with the similar pressures from vans and all the fittings and stuff like that. Just like any airplane project or any project, you start here and you end up here. So lots to do, but the guys have been working really hard. We got a lot done. There's so much more to do. All right, guys, so that's about it for the RV6 today. If you haven't done it, make sure you enter our raffle right here. December 22nd is the last day you can buy a ticket, but don't wait. Get one now. Really cool plane, brand new avionics. This thing is freaking amazing. Make sure you get a ticket. Support the Rescue Foundations. We really appreciate it. January 1st, we're announcing the winner. This would be really good to put under someone's Christmas tree. Until next time, guys, take care. Oh, and one more thing. Subscribe. turn notifications on, do all that fun stuff so you can follow along with us in the adventures. We're saving airplanes, lots of airplanes. See ya.